Hi, everybody. This is Joel Simmons for another Earthworks Turf Talk. I just finished recording a podcast with my dear friend Dave Wilber, who I have known for most of my professional life, and I owe an awful lot of gratitude to. He's done an awful lot for me in my career. He introduced me to Mr. Kevin Hicks, who, of course, is one of our agronomists and fellow podcasters with the best voice in podcasting history, I think. But Dave talked a lot about what's going on with the TurfRad system, and we wanted him back again. We had him on 6, 7, 8 months ago, introducing this TurfRad system, which is a monitoring system that basically hooks a sensor to a back of a piece of equipment, and then as you drive up and down, say, a fairway, it takes 10,000 shots of that soil and then parlays it into data so you can see where all the dry spots are. And he talks about how superintendents might have been skeptical about this and would say things like, I know where the hot spots are and where the dry spots are. I walk these fairways often, but when they start to tie the data together with what they know intuitively, it really changed their thinking process. So Dave goes through this in a lot of detail. We talked a lot about basic water management and soil management. So there's a lot of good information in there. But at the very end of the podcast, I had to ask a very self-serving question, and I wanted to know from this data what he was seeing on soils where carbon-based fertility was being used. And it's an interesting, it's an interesting response that he brought. So I wanted to play that for you on the Turf Talk today, but I also want to encourage you very strongly to please listen to the podcast with Dave Wilber from TurfRad and understand what some of this technology can really do, and if nothing else, learn a little bit more about water management. But please take a listen to our conversation about Dave answering my very self-serving question. Thanks so much. Let me ask you a completely self-serving question, but those courses that are using carbon-based fertility, does it change? Can you see the difference when they're building and growing humus?
I think you can see the uniformity in moisture.
You can. Okay. I mean, so the data kind of is supporting that. So all this crap I've been saying for 35 to 80, 40 years is not completely off base. I'm just feeling a
Let me
little insecure some
let me
days,
let me put it to you this way, Joel. I can tell on these maps, and listen, I'm not trying to be super spy here or whatever.
Yeah.
This is, this we kind of run on an NDA kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, of course.
I mentioned Javier because Javier is super cool with us,
Yeah.
and he's a good guy, and he's a friend of all of ours,
Yes, he
right?
is. Great
And
guy.
Speckley's a friend, and so
Yes, he
it
is.
works.
Another great guy.
Um, and it was Thomas Bassis's place before that, so that's our
Another great guy.
those are family members,
Yeah, exactly.
different. But I can see. Can't believe I'm going to say this. I don't think I've told anybody this. I don't think I've even told Mo this. Maybe I've told Mo this. I can see the people that are working minerals and working carbon. I can see it in their scans.
Yeah.
I
Just
can,
in the uniformity.
yeah,
I remember many, many years ago when we were just doing ultraviolet lights, and you could see it in that too. But this is so much more detailed now.
yeah,
I mean, you're really getting it down. I mean, it
yeah.
makes sense. I mean, if you're growing humus and feeding bugs, you're going to have better water management. So,
Yeah, I
uh,
can see that. And we have
yeah,
uniformity settings. The guys can look at moisture percentage or uniformity, you
yeah,
know, around that pixel. And the uniformity is definitely different. I can see the under mineralized soil, Joel.
that's
And
interesting.
that probably is going to get some people writing you to say that guy is so full of shit. He really is the biggest bullshitter on Twitter. Like,
You're
you know,
talking about me or you? I mean, it could be
both of
either
us.
one of us. The combination is exploding some people's heads as we speak.
But I know these places and I know these supers, right? And I know who's kind of doing what,
Yeah,
and I can see that um, the folks that are they're thinking about mineralization, they're thinking about investment agronomy, right? That's what we've
right.
always
I
said.
love that term. Yep.
There you can see it in their
Yeah.
scan.
Oh, that's interesting.
But those guys are also the ones that are paying more attention to water management and really trying to get it down to this
Everything
is
else. Yeah.
yeah, we
Yeah.
want to be great here, not just good.
I get it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.